Vitalik was already working at one of the Moscow ambulance stations when Olesya came to them. The young people liked each other and after a while they got married. The couple turned out to be really beautiful, both Nordic types, blonde, blue-eyed. Vitalik is of a strong build, stocky. Olesya is a fragile girl with a good figure and a pretty face. Problems with his mother began even before the wedding, but the guys were not discouraged. They say they will get to know each other better and will still be glad to have such a daughter-in-law. But it was not there. There was nowhere for young paramedics to live, there was no corner of their own, and it was unrealistic to rent an apartment on their salary. Olesya's parents lived in the Nizhny Novgorod region and, of course, they did not want to move there from the capital. So I had to live with his mother. They worked in different shifts so that while one was at work, the second could go to the grocery store and cook food. When Vitalik was not on shift and was doing all the things, nothing unusual happened. But my mother tried to persuade her son to part with this trash, which is unworthy of him. She is poor and not smart enough, this is with a red diploma. And not too beautiful and will walk in night shifts with anyone. If Olesya cooked food for at least 2 days, then it spoiled the next morning. The milk bought by the girl turned sour, the bread turned moldy. If she ironed when her mother-in-law was at home, then she necessarily burned herself on a hot iron or burned things. In their small room, cockroaches were bred in huge numbers, which for some reason did not spread to the entire apartment, but modestly clustered in the corners, in the linen closet, even in the sewing machine. Then the cockroaches disappeared as suddenly as they appeared, but the mice came out of nowhere. They chewed everything they could: computer wires, clothes, books. Olesya fainted every minute from the very sight of these rodents during the day and woke up at night when they were sneaking around the bed, stepping on her hands, feet and even her face. Then, along with the mice, the harmony in the sexual relations of the spouses disappeared. Olesya kept saying that she felt that they were being spied on through the keyhole. Several times she clearly felt the bed at the peak moment bend under the weight of a person who sat down on the edge. Therefore, they even conceived a child outside the walls of the apartment after going to the lake for a few days. The pregnancy was difficult. Several times Olesya was kept in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. The doctors threw up their hands. The fetus developed normally, no pathologies were observed. No one could understand where the strongest pains and bleeding come from. Unfortunately, at the 6th month, when the baby was already pushing sensitively, there was a miscarriage, which almost cost Olesya her life. After that, the young wife gave her husband an ultimatum: it's either me or her. They moved out of the apartment. Life returned to normal. Olesya easily became pregnant, carried and gave birth to a healthy child. The mother-in-law did not even come to look at her grandson and did not congratulate the young people. After that, Olesya severed all ties with her mother-in-law and never saw her again.
I created the channel quite recently. Please write in the comments what I need to change in the video. Please support me by liking and subscribing to the channel. Thanks.